Hey, this is your heads up to this little mad world thing. It's all about where did the time go? Where did the time go? And what if? What if we use the time wisely? And I'll tell you a way to do it. Okay? Have a listen.
Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Hiya. How you doing? Still good? I'm still good. And I thought today, why is it so important that we use this time? We use this time to develop. This is Personal Development Unplugged. And everyone talks, all the gurus talk, this is the time that we can really excel in what we do and we must use it. And I said, they never tell you how to do it. They show how good they are at doing it. And sometimes I wonder about that. It's like standing in front of an aeroplane. It's not theirs, but they make it look like it is. Or they hire a car and they stand in front of that to give you this impression that they're doing it wonderfully. But what I found was, this is my experience, and I know it's yours, that when I was busy before this madness all happened, I seemed to get quite a lot of stuff done. Yeah, I've got more time in this last week where this isolation and confinement, where I've got more time, I seem to have done less. Yes, I've done one or two things which I'm pleased about. I'm pleased to just rattle on every day to you, to do something to keep a little interest going, just a little spark in the day. Hope you enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. It keeps my mind fresh too. But I'm not doing the things that I thought I would be doing. I find that lunchtime suddenly occurs. Wow, it's lunchtime already. Don't seem to have done anything. Yeah, I've been for a walk, I've done a little bit of exercise, I've done not so much writing lately. It just seems everything seems to have slowed down. You know, it's that old thing, isn't it? Like you fill up the available time with the work that you got to do. So, and I think that's where the waste comes. And it hit me quite hard this morning when I was writing my journal, how little I'd done. In fact, I hadn't even written in my diary and my journal for 6 days. And I didn't understand that. Now I know this is a time where it's going to be my evolution. I'm going to rapidly change, the things I do, my skills. I know that because I'm determined now to do that, because I'm not going to have this thing about wasted time. I have a real bug about wasting time. And I had that when I was busy, when I had loads of stuff to do. And now, with all the time I wanted, I haven't used it, and we're going to. So I just thought, well, what's your experience? Are you filling up your time, or have you, like me, or are you like me, just noticing maybe a few days have gone by and the things that I would have planned to do if I'd have thought about this in the past, thinking if I had a week to myself, how would I use this time wisely? Well, how would you use this time wisely? Here's an example off the top of my head, a thought exercise, as it were. If we were to go back in time, way before this bloody isolation, coronavirus and all that stuff I'd ever thought of, if you were to think, if I had a few hours a day completely free to myself for a whole week, what things would I do? What things would delight me? What things would give me pleasure? What things would help me accelerate my personal learning, my growth, my personal growth? What things would I do? And I'm going to suggest you do that. Get old Jenny Journal out. I've just decided that I do these things, but I don't always do what I know. We said that before about mastery, and I hit myself over the head with it, and that's not really doing too much good. But I want to change that. So what are the things I want to do? Let's find out why they're important. Are they still important? And if they are, how I'm going to schedule them, how I'm going to do those things, because I want to utilize this time. I really do. I'm going to keep getting fitter than I did before, even though it's in not home gym. It's just using body weight, but I'm doing exercises. I'm doing breathing. I'm going to learn to meditate. I've got all this stuff I'm going to do. And I wonder what you're going to do, because I want you to find out ways that just give you pure pleasure. Find the things that you may not have found out when you're too busy. So that's what I think is important about using this time. to find the things that give you pleasure. And let's make that pleasure also come into our personal development. So pleasure in reading, pleasure in learning, pleasure in doing these type of exercises, pleasure in journaling, finding the things that will help us, help other people, maybe, if that's your way. I think most of us have that service-like philosophy in the back of our mind, doing things that help others, but at the same time having ultimate pleasure doing it, because that, when you do that, you've found your passion, haven't you? I think so. So that's what I just want you to think about in maybe just today. So over the next few days, when maybe I'll hit on this even deeper, that we'll start to find those whys, start to find the things. I'll even give you an example from a coaching call I did about where someone had this passion to do something and they're going to do it, but they had something that was stopping them. They didn't realize. And that's what we might have to find out. But first of all, we want to think, let's put ourselves in that position of thinking, this hasn't happened. And if I was to be given the opportunity of time, that precious commodity that no one has more of, can't extend it. It's just what it is. Even if time's just a construct, it's still a constructed time that we've got to use. I wonder, what would you do? So just take maybe your journal out and just write a few things. Because thinking about it, you know what I say, you think about it and another thought comes in. Well, if it's like my mind, another thought comes in and that one just pops out my ear. So I've only got that one thought. And then I think of something else. And that other, I go, oh, what was that one I was just thinking about? Damn, that was so important. Well, if it's so important, Cluffy, you should have written it down. That's the type of thing I say to myself. So I write them down now, anywhere, everywhere. So let's write those things down, and then maybe tomorrow or the next day we'll start to look at them. And we're also going to give you a few ideas of where to find some new skills, new things. Okay? Anyway, I hope you enjoy these little rambles. I hope they give you a little bit of inspiration. And I'd also like to know what you are doing with your time. Not just because I'm nosy, because I'd like to know if there's something that you can share with me so I can do something similar. Maybe you've got a tip that says, well, I had that similar problem, Paul, but this is what I did. And it seemed to solve it for me. Because the greatest thing, in fact, everything from NLP and hypnosis seems to be the biggest moves, the biggest processes came from studying people who had solved problems, not who had the problem and haven't solved it, the people who solved it. So they know how the problem was, they know what they did, and now how they do it differently. And that becomes a process. So maybe we could share that in this wonderful integrated field of learning that I bang on about so much. Enjoy. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye-bye. So 90 seconds. Now we all know stress is not good for us. Well, too much stress is really bad. And it just builds up and builds up. What would it be like if you could really deeply relax? Really relax. Not just relax your muscles, but your mind, everything about you, just deeply relaxed through hypnosis. You see, what I've got is, well, I'll tell you what I haven't got. I haven't got a guided meditation that goes down to the riverbank and makes you feel relaxed for the moment. But what I have got are 2 tracks. One, a longer track, which guides your unconscious mind into deep relaxation, to relax and be comfortable in the mind and the body, every muscle, every fiber of you, just deeply relaxing, so you can learn at the unconscious level how to relax. And then a slightly shorter length hypnosis track to allow you to go into deep relaxation instantly and be there for just say 5 minutes. So in between meetings or whenever you just want to relax so quickly, so easily, you can just go there for 5 minutes. And then in between, you can use a longer track to have that longer experience, each time building up this skill of deep relaxation. How do you get it? Well, basically, you just go to paulcloughonline.com/relax. There you go. 2 programs. Go and have a look. Give you a little video about it as well. Have a little listen. What would happen if it didn't work? Well, if it didn't work, there's a money back guarantee. So you have got nothing to lose. But what would happen and you got supersonically good at relaxing? Wouldn't that be awesome? Teach your body how to just relax and your mind to just relax. Just enjoy. Go to paulcloughonline.com/relax. 4 / slash relax and check it out. 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 4
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.